Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Chris Weidman from UFC, middleweight champion of the world. Almost. My worst job experience was definitely working for my dad. He had a business rebuilding stars and alternators. All day long would be in the yard just carrying motors back and forth, and we'd get there at like 6 a.m. and not get home until like 8 o'clock at night. I mean, I've had every type of job from landscaping to shucking clams and dishwashing at a restaurant. The worst was the place I shucked clams at was the same place I did dishwashing. So I'd go out and shuck clams and go and dishwash, and I ended up cutting myself shucking the clams, and blood was going on the plates. It wasn't good. I'd have to like hide it, bandage it up. It was stressful. Most embarrassing memory is first grade. I'm going to the bathroom. A kid named Jason Bennett looks over the stool, and I get real nervous, startled me. Pull up the zipper, and whoop, totally caught in the zipper. I'm squealing. I'm like, ah! I was like embarrassed, but I was trying to get it off myself. It wasn't working. And he's like, what's going on there? You all right? And I'm like, I got my penis caught in my zipper. So he goes next door, gets Mrs. Zimmerman, and she comes over and fiddling, trying to get it off. Very embarrassing for a first grader. She couldn't get it off. Then she goes and gets my teacher from the classroom, brings her back. She's trying to get it off, can't do it. Then they get the nurse. Nurse comes in, can't get it off. Next thing I know it, principals, other teachers from other rooms are like, they can't believe this. The rumors are spreading like crazy. By the time they ended up having to call the ambulance, paramedics come in, they couldn't get it off, so they cut my jeans, so there's only like a piece of jeans that big and the zipper. Next thing I know it, I'm getting stretchered out, and every kid in elementary school is in the hallways looking at me, and everyone's like, what happened, what happened? And next thing you know it, it spread like wildfire that I got my penis caught in the zipper. And my brother, who's 3 years older than me, told everybody in the school that they had to cut off my penis. Yeah, and you know, even worse than that, I had a lazy eye growing up. So they had to do surgery, and I had a patch on all first grade. So I had one eye patched up with a big bandage on it, and kids think I have no penis. So I got made fun of a lot, had to deal with some adversity growing up, and it just made me tougher though. I can beat them all up now. My father, you know, he was in the business of rebuilding stars and alternators, working really hard. You know, he would come home a lot with no money for the family because he had to pay his employees. During the week, he'd work from, you know, leave the house at 5 a.m., be at work at 6 or whatever, and work all the way. He'd get home at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. We'd always wait for him for dinner. But every time he came to those doors, he always had a happy face on, a smile on his face, and always tried to show energy for his kids, to show them that he loved them. On the weekends, he coached us in every sport he could. But during the week, he was probably the hardest worker you ever meet. The truth comes out. You know, I think when you fight, you kind of find out who you are. You could tell a lot by a person by watching them fight. To be at the top of any sport, you need to have a certain confidence about you, a certain mindset, attitude that you'll never give up. So I think it teaches you a lot about who you are, and it could transfer over into, you know, everyday activity. You know, I wrestled my whole life, and so it kind of molded into, wow, a lot of wrestlers are doing well in this MMA. I felt like I grew up kind of tough. I had to deal with, you know, getting my penis caught in my zipper, made me tougher, you know, and so I just was always, I grew up kind of fighting. I grew up fighting a lot. After I tried out for the Olympics, I decided, you know, this is a way for me to provide for my family. I thought I had potential to do great things with the talent that I was given. I think I had athletic ability and a good mindset, and I just thought I'd give this 100%. You need to be open-minded. Being a little bit open-minded is what stretches you as a man. I think that's what gives you creativity to grow. So I'd say